Yep. Yeah, it's came over here. Try to test this new vertical live out while talking about the whole Bob Marley concept of the movie, what happened in the movie, how the movie went. Just come from the gym, so you know, just left the gym. Uh, just got in probably about 30 seconds ago. I decided that I'm try out this new live that they have going on. And YouTube got a new live they call the vertical live thing that I want to test it out and see the results of it, see if anything happens, see if anything pop off, see if works better regular live. I'm wasting my time using it. But yeah, Bob Marley movie, man. Um, everybody that I spoke to so far about the Bob Marley movie, um, you know, the they haven't, people that I know at least, but that yeah. So I say I spoke to them. They're not really excited about the Bob Marley movie. They're not, and uh, I don't know if that's a good thing, bad thing. I don't know what's going on with that right now. I have to see more people get involved. I have to hear from more people, as I tell a lot of people that the movie is lacking what you call story, like a good format of storytelling. There's no good format of storytelling for the movie.
There's no good format of.
So I don't know. I don't know. I think that I think the Marley family probably jumped the gun with this one. I think they probably should have used they probably should have used more story about Bob Marley that people around the island know and the people around the culture knows, and they didn't tell a story for people to get involved with it. Like I didn't see, for me, I went there expecting to see something great, something, you know, and I must say I didn't see that. And I don't ever want to talk about the movie in a negative way. So when I'm talking, I just basically talk around it. But there was, like if you go on, some people say Jamaica Twitter or the Caribbean Twitter, the people that have seen the movie are expressing themselves. So you'll get a full dose of what people think, Caribbean people, Jamaican people think of the movie. Um, the overall the aesthetic of the movie and how it was built and the whole, I would say, um, the you could tell they spent a lot of money on the movie. That is a thing. You could tell that they spend a lot of money on the movie. That they the casting was good for acting wise. I said that I did a video yesterday and I dropped that, and I said the casting was good acting wise, but when it comes to the storytelling, accent, and everything else, we was missing a lot. There was a lot of stuff missing from that. Um, I don't know if the family. Well, Ziggy said he watched over the movie. Ziggy said he saw the movie, and it was clear to him that to him it was a great movie, and that and at the end of the day, I guess that's on the family to feel good, but it's also on the fans and the people that love Bob Marley to also accept this movie. So I hear a lot of people saying that as long as the family think it's okay, then it's okay. That's not true, because they're creating a product to sell to people, and if the product that you're selling to people isn't what the people want or isn't what the people thought it would be, then there's an issue. The issue is There wasn't enough storytelling. They cut out too much stuff out of the movie. And then it's like at the end, they just left you flat. I'm not going to give anybody any spoilers, so you can just go watch it for yourself and figure it out. But at the end, it was just kind of like, hmm, it's just finished. So I wasn't sure what was going on there. Um, I've seen about 3 or 4 biopics. As I mentioned, the Muhammad Ali one, Ray, Jamie Foxx and Will Smith embodied the character of Bob Marley. There was, when you saw the movie, you thought you were seeing these guys. In fact, I've heard people say that when they start thinking Will Smith and Jamie Foxx was actually Ray. How much they embodied that character. I don't think Kingsley did that with Bob Marley. I think he did good, but I don't think he embodied. I don't think he bodied that role like to make it memorable. To make when you watch the movie, Kingsley. That's Bob Marley. I didn't think for a second that Kingsley was Bob Marley. I didn't even think for a second that Kingsley was Jamaican. To be honest with you, if you out there on the live real quick, just hit a like on the live for me so we can share it out. I'm trying. This is the new vertical live from YouTube. I'm just trying it out for the first time today. Wanted to talk about the Bob Marley thing, Bob Marley movie. I watched it last night. I did a video on it on the channel last night. I put it on the channel and spoke about it on the channel, but I want to speak about it again. So after I talked to some of my other friends that watched the movie, they're rough commentators. Let's just say that when you watch the movie, you have to see for yourself. If you know anything about Bob Marley, if you just know a small bit about Bob Marley, the movie doesn't give you anything to learn about Bob Marley. It doesn't. It doesn't give you that make you want to, you know, uh, uh, look up more or find out anything else. It doesn't. You don't learn anything from the movie of Bob Marley with this movie. Only thing you learn is that this movie was a love story between Bob Marley and Rita Marley, and I guess that's where the name One Love comes from. When you really think about it, because it was not a biopic. It was, it was well put together. You can see that the studio spent money to put it together. But when it come and the actors were good actors, but they fell short in so many ways of presenting themselves as Jamaicans. They when you watch the show, not for 1 second did I think that I was watching a movie that Jamaicans were in. I didn't think that at all. Um, and I was somebody on my one of my videos last night said that it wasn't about Jamaica, it was about Rasta. But when you listen, man, Bob Marley is synonymous with Jamaica as anything else Jamaica, with the flag, with the national anthem. I've been in the military. I've traveled numerous countries, and every time I've been to one of those countries, the first thing these people relate to Jamaica is Bob Marley. It never fails. There's never a time that they relate anything else to Jamaica than Bob Marley. The first thing they'll say to me is, "Oh, Bob Marley, Bob Marley." Yeah, whether there's a barrier in English or not, that's the first thing they say. Oh, Bob Marley, Bob Marley. When they hear you talk, they see that you're a Jamaican, they hear the accent, or you tell them that you're a Jamaican. That's the first thing they associate with. So when this movie comes out and it doesn't give you a feel of Bob Marley, it does give you a feel of Jamaica. It doesn't twist give you that, it's like watching Black Panther. I'll give you for instance. Watching Black Panther made people went out and buy dashikis. Make people went out and started thinking there was Africans. This movie doesn't do that. This movie doesn't embody that make people want to be a Rasta. Doesn't make people want to be like, oh man, I got it. I wanna find out more about the Rasta religion. I feel they dropped so much short here. This could have been something magnificent. This could have been something incredible that they done. But I feel like they they short us. I don't know how you fall short with a Bob Marley movie though. There was so much storytelling, there's so much there's so much of the legend that could have been told that I don't know how you fall short with that. There's so much story that could have been told. You know, the movie was an hour and 47 minutes, and people in the movie theaters were sleeping. You know, that's just truth. You know, so like the story didn't catch people, and then they did some flashback scenes of when he was a kid. There was just so much that they missed here, man. And I know Ziggy said that he watched over it to make sure that it went good. Ziggy, I don't know, brother. Um, you know, we also share the live out to other people too. So somebody else jumping on the live. But Ziggy, I don't know, brother. I don't know. I don't think that you I don't think that you thought this one out well enough. I don't think that you saw what was going on here, because I don't see how you thought that this was the look for this. I don't. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But I do understand that that his appeal is probably saying that he wanted to sell to America or wanted to sell to foreign countries outside of Jamaica. But it still doesn't give a story of Bob Marley like people would, me, I don't see me. If I didn't know anything about Bob Marley, or if I didn't wasn't interested in the culture or anything, if I wasn't a Jamaican and I went to see that movie, there was nothing I learned about Bob Marley that would inspire me to want to go see this movie. That would inspire me to want to go tell people about this movie. To inspire me to go say stuff about this movie to other people. It didn't give me that kick. It didn't give me um and I'm trying not to talk bad about the movie while trying to give you an honest reaction of the movie too. So that's why you see me, because I want people to go watch the movie, and then you make that your own opinion of what you think of the movie. But for me and the people that I spoke to that watch it so far, it's not getting the love that I thought it was gonna get. And I had a friend of the family that saw the movie before it came out. He went to the premiere in Jamaica, and he saw the movie, and he told me it was, I hit him up last night. I told him I strongly disagree with what he told me. He told me that the accents wasn't bad. The accents was horrible. It was there was never there's not one time watching that show watching that movie that I thought that these guys are doing good with the accent. Now and then Kingsley nails some of it, and I understand that he's the Jamaican accent is hard for non-Jamaicans to nail. It's very hard, and I know he only had a short time and everything, and I know that, but it at points in the movie it was cringy. It was like, yo, what the, it really was like, yo, what? You know, yeah, there was a couple of time in there that I was really like, wow. I mean, Ziggy must have missed this part, because with me, I would have been like, yo, we gotta reshoot him saying this, because this doesn't sound. It sounds like somebody playing around with our accent. It doesn't sound like this is for real. And I think that's what happened with the show, man. I think that I gave it a 7.5 last night, and that was just me being gracious, giving it a 7.5. No, did I? No, I think I gave it. Yeah, I think I gave it a 7.5. Yeah, I think that's what I gave it last night, and I was being gracious with that. Uh, I'll tell you that I understand why the Marley brothers picked what his name Kingsley to play Bob Marley, because he's an actor that has range. He can pull off different character. He can pull off different emotions. So he has a lot of range when it comes to stuff like that. But I didn't feel like he pulled that range off to the best of his abilities. I didn't feel like that at all. I kind of felt like and it probably is not even Kingsley's fault. It's probably more the directors and the writers' fault, because I don't see how this movie was. I don't see how this movie was great, man. I can't give this movie a I can't give this movie I can't give this movie the praise that I thought I would be able to give it. To be honest with you, I thought I was gonna be able to come on and give this movie incredible praises just off the acting, because I knew they was gonna fall short in the accent part and how they delivered the whole story, but they didn't really deliver a story to people. I think it was so choppy that it went. That hour and 47 minutes seems so short to it. Didn't even seem like a full hour and 47 minutes. And it feel like that we watched the movie and it was a breakdown of the movie. So, I can't really blame the producers and the writers' fault, because you're an actor and you come into a show, right? And you feel as if the show isn't well put together. I guess you could turn it down, or maybe the vision that they sold first isn't the vision that ended up coming out. Or maybe they told him something else, or they gave him something else to go with, and then at the end of that, they came back and changed what they were going to say. But I didn't feel like they gave Kingsley. I didn't feel like Kingsley give the greatest Bob performance. I felt like there was a miss. Something was missing there, and it could be the promoters, the producers, the everything together. I didn't think this was the greatest. This wasn't the greatest movie overall. I would say it is watchable. I mean, I would tell people to go watch it. Like I'm tell everybody to go watch the movie. Watch the movie, check it out, see what you can get from it. See if you agree with what I'm saying for the movie. But for the most part, everybody that I spoke to, and I'm not even exaggerating right now, everybody that I spoke to, had, Owen was pleased with how the movie turned out. Every Jamaican, the few Americans that's into the culture like that I spoke to, that have seen it from last night to this morning, they've been mentioning their displeasure of what they saw from the movie. So, you know, I mean, that's just the thoughts of everything when I sit back and I think about it. Too I don't want to get too into it, like I'm bashing the movie. So that's why you see me, like I said before, I'm beating around corner, because I don't want to bash the movie. I don't want to talk negative, so people will feel like they don't have to see it, or so people will feel like it's not. You have to go make the decision on what you think of it yourself after you see it. But for me, you know, I can't. I can't, if it wasn't a part of my culture, if it wasn't something that I feel like is, because overall this is a good thing for my culture. How the movie turned out now, that's different. I don't know if that's a good thing for my culture. I don't know if that's gonna sell or if that's gonna help. But I do know that this movie is gonna dictate how other movies come from the island. So it depends on how it do at the box office. And also it depends on how people feel about the movie after they go see it. And so far, bad. Like I said, check out Jamaican Twitter or Jamaican X. Check out the Jamaicans and the social media platforms that have seen it so far. They are against what's going on. They didn't like it. They were going, a lot of people of expressed their disdain for for the movie so far. And I gotta kind of agree, man. I'm not I wasn't I wasn't super pleased with this thing. I wasn't super pleased at all. I can't lie, act like I was super super excited about seeing it. I did like seeing it. I was excited to go support it. I wanted to make sure that I am one of those guys that I always go and support what I think my culture is about, what I think the when people say support black businesses, I support Jamaica to the fullest. Whatever we got going on, I go out there and I spend my money to make sure that I'm one of those guys that always support my country. So I'm not like a lot of other people. You know, people I see a lot of people, they're gonna go real negative. I'm just gonna tell you from my perspective what I've seen and what I've heard, and what I've seen, not what I've heard. I mean, you know, and it's watchable to an extent that you know you can you can enjoy it, but for the most part, it's not a show. It's not a movie that I feel like the culture is gonna be really excited about after they see it. I don't think people are gonna be super excited about watching this after they watch the movie. I don't think a lot of people are gonna be super excited about it, and that's the sad part about it. But yeah, man, that's just my take on that, man. You watching this? Give me a like on on hit a like, drop your comment. Let me know what you think about the um the movie. If you saw it, if you haven't saw it, go see it. Go check it out. Or make me know if you think it's a movie that you would but let me know if you think that the movie was good. Let me know if you think that we're being too technical, people are judging it too high. But I think a lot of people uh they expected something special. And I don't think we got that. I think a lot of us was expecting something real special from the movie. And I don't really think we got that from the movie. So you know, that's my take on it, man. I just wanted to come up here. This is a new feature that YouTube is doing. The live, the vertical live that it pops up in the short place. So I was just testing this out too while I talk about the movie to try and see how this works. You know, I'm a content creator, small channel content creator. So trying to do something different and using the tools that YouTube gives us to use. So I was just checking this out, trying to see how this would work, see if this would make sense to use it or what. So yeah, that was really my thoughts on the whole situation, man. Give me a like and a share, or drop a comment. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Uh, the people that joined, thanks for joining. To the YouTubers that's looking through to see how this works, seems to work just fine. So I'm out.